friend of mine thought I should do a restoration video. So here we have the HuDef HD 4.3 pickleball paddle, and I've already started to take off. Here we got the grip tape, the over grip, and then let's see here. This is the grip, original grip, HuDef grip here. Take that off. Then I guess it's a lot of electrical tape. This handle was so huge. So I've already taken off a lot of the electrical tape already. So I'm just gonna finish doing that, and I finally got to the handle here. Let's see here. Notice how, okay, let me just do that real quick. Oh, interesting. This piece is kind of cut. I wonder why that is. Usually it would just be one. Okay, a bunch of electrical tape. This handle was so thick. All right, so usually this piece, so this is very common. They usually cut the paddle out all the way to the handle there, see? And so they'll just cut the whole entire paddle out, and then they would insert these like, usually it's like plastic, some kind of plastic, but this is seems to be like some kind of foam. And usually this would just all be one piece right here on top and bottom, and then they would put this handle cap there. But this seems to be in two pieces. I don't know why. Maybe it was just too long. I'm not sure. Okay, so now, my friend wanted, this is my friend's paddle, by the way. My friend wanted this handle to be thinner, but since I took off all this electrical tape, it actually got a lot thinner. I'm not sure if I should sand down this handle or not any further. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. I don't want to sand down this handle too much. Actually, I am going to sand down this handle a little bit. But I don't want it to get everywhere, so I'm going to go somewhere else and do that outside, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back from sanding, and I only sand a little bit just to kind of get this hard edge off a little bit. My friend, this paddle's my friend's paddle, and he has kind of like a racquetball background, so I kind of figured that he wants more of like a rounder handle, so I just sanded off the edges a little bit. No significant weight was sanded off. And then now, just to keep the handle thin, I'm just gonna wrap it with an over grip. This is like a thicker over grip that I was just like testing for something else, another project, but I'm just gonna reuse it it's still good, and it's gonna be under another grip, over grip, so it should be fine. Let's see here. I'm just like cut off this piece here, and yeah. All right. Now I'm going to, let's see here. I'm gonna put this on. He's left-handed, so I'm gonna wrap it this way. And then I'm also going to do an extra wrap. So I don't normally, okay, here's how I'll do it. I usually hold the paddle differently, so I'm having trouble trying to wrap it out of a position that I don't normally wrap paddles. You know what? I'm just gonna, oh no. Let me just, actually, let me wrap this paddle real quick. Okay, I'm back now, and I'm just like, I got done wrapping the paddle. I had just cut it away just because I tend to like to kind of hug the paddle so I could wrap it better. So I'm at this tail end here. I'm just gonna do a little cut here. Kinda leave that there. So I'll leave that there for now. Just need a little bit of tape to hold it, just so that it doesn't come off. Just some temporary tape. No, that's not gonna work. I might just leave it like this. Oh, I know. So I'm gonna use this other over grip to kind of put it on top, and just to finish that off. And I'm just gonna use just a little bit of this just to kind of hold it in place. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll save this for later when I finish that grip. The grip that I'm using, over grips that I'm using, is same company, but two of their different types of grips. This is their felt feeling grip from Advantage Tennis. These are usually normally tennis grips. So just gonna do that just to kind of hold it in place while I kind of wrap the other one, and then I'm going to save this for later when I finish wrapping this. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of finish this handle off, this grip off, with another over grip, and that should be pretty sturdy after that, to where my friend likes it. I've also noticed how, or if you notice, this is kind of thicker right here because I wrapped it multiple times. I would say about like 4 or 5 times, just so it's thicker here. When you grip it, I found out from another video, when you grip it, you can engage your pinky and your ring finger better if this end part is thicker, right? So when you grip it. right? So you could have a better handle. Excuse me. So I did that with that over grip. Now just gonna do this and take this protective plastic off with a grip. So this is the same company, Advantage, and same company, but this is their tacky grip. This is their like razor thin tacky grip. So this felt grip is actually thicker. I would say like twice as thick, my guess. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to bend this end here and wrap it. Now, my friend is left-handed, so I'll go ahead and wrap it for a left-hander. Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut away again because I like to kind of hug my paddle, like grip it to have a better position. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I wrapped it, the second grip here. This grip seems to be shorter than this other grip. So it's kind of ending here, which is fine. We'll go ahead and finish that there. Then we'll, this is a particularly long handle, by the way, compared to other, this is a particularly long handle compared to other pickleball paddles. So, but it's okay. It's just an over grip. I could always redo it later if it gets really dirty or anything like that, or tears or anything like that. So I'm just gonna put this finishing tape on. I'm gonna put this finishing tape on right on the second over grip, so that when I take this off, I could have the option to take off just this over grip and then not the other over grip. All right. Now, my friend wanted the paddle to be around 9.5 to 10 ounces, which is on the very heavy side. Most pros have it about 9 ounces, and which is on the heavier side, which is a good thing for like resets and blocks. I think it's really makes it really good for resets and blocks, and the way that I'm gonna put the weight on is gonna affect it greatly as well. So let's weigh this paddle now. Looks like I have to change the batteries, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back with changed batteries to the scale. Let's see what this paddle weighs right now in ounces. Okay, here we go. So that's about 7.7. Okay, 7.7. Let's go. 7.7. Roughly. Trying to get. Yeah, 7.7. So 7.7. This is your typical food scale. Okay, so I think, so I have this high density lead tape. Usually used for golf, I believe. So this is usually golf. So careful with using lead tape. You gotta be careful and not get it on your skin, or if it does get on your skin, you know, you want to wash your hands as quickly as possible because it is toxic. And so right now I'm going to let's weigh this. Let's start with I'm gonna start with 5 inches of lead tape, and we're gonna see how much that weighs with the tape. It's just where are you? All right, there we go. So do about 5 inches. So I'm probably going to put 5 inches on the throat here, on the side here, just to give it more stability from mishits. And it won't make it feel as heavy as if I were to put it like closer to the sides or the head here. But I am going to put a little bit at the head here, just to kind of open up the sweet spot a little bit. I've noticed that J.W. Johnson does it for his paddle, and then also A.J. Kohler does it for his paddle. And then the idea that I had it right here, got it from Ben Johns. And then some other videos that talked about how the weight is distributed, how it affects the paddle. So let's see here. I'm going to do 5 inches here. About okay, roughly right there. Okay. Great. So now I'll do that. Take off this extra tape here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna see how much that weighs. It says here that it usually weighs like 2 grams per inch, right? I'm not exactly sure how that equates to ounces, but let's just weigh it anyways, and then we'll find out. So that's about 0.4. Yeah, 0.4. So with the paddle, 7.7.4. So if we did another 0.4, then it would be about 8.5, and then we'll end up doing like probably about 2 inches, roughly 2 inches at this head here. So which would be probably about 0.2, which probably would be put the paddle at about 8.7. And then I'm gonna finish this off with some edge guard from ProLite, one of my favorite edge guards. Has kind of like a synthetic leather kind of feel to it. I really enjoy it. I really like it. I'm not too happy about this. It doesn't look too good, but I mean, it'll work for now until I don't want to waste a overgrip just to make this look better. When I do the overgrip again, I will I will make this look better. But I don't want to waste the overgrip by redoing it now. Okay, so then now, so if I put the, so it's going to be roughly 8.7. By the time I put the edge guard on, it's going to be about 9. Yeah, maybe I should make, I think I might put a little bit more. I'm thinking, you know what? I think I'll, even though my friend suggested 9.5 or up to 10, between 9.5 and 10, I'm gonna probably keep it around 9. I think it's gonna end up at about being around 9 by the time I'm done. And I think they'll still give it that same feel because I'm adding some head weight to it. So I'm just gonna keep it at 9. And I'm gonna trust that it's gonna be heavy enough to his liking. If not, then I could go back in and put some some molding into the handle, but I don't want to do that quite yet because this is actually going to be the first time where I actually put some weight at the head. So I kind of want to see how that, because it's easier to add weight than to take weight. So let's just go ahead and do that. All right. So that's the plan. My friend trusts me he trusts me how I would want to modify it for him. So I'm gonna stick with that. I think it'll be a good that way that I suggested. Okay. Especially with this, you know, this paddle face is actually smaller than other paddle faces, so you probably don't want too much weight. Let's see here. Okay. Here. Okay. So roughly there. Okay. Double check that. Yeah, that's good. All right, sweet. Then I'm gonna probably do another. Let's see here. Let's see what 2 inches look like. So 2 inches is right there. Okay. 3 inches is there. I'm gonna refer to my reference. So I noticed that this is my paddle, or my Electrum paddle. I noticed that AJ Kohler put some lead tape that's slightly bigger than this Electrum right here. So I'm gonna try to copy him a little bit here. So let's measure that out a little bit. So it's like, yeah, I would say about 2 inches. I think that's my best guess from what AJ Kohler did. So, all right, so that's what I'll do. So just like 2 inches from here. Let's see here. Bam. Okay. So right there. Great. Now, I'm just gonna do let's just put this lead tape away. I wanna stay away from this as much as possible. Okay. Let's just put this away for now. Okay. Yeah, this golfer's lead tape replica from Amazon. And then this was also the same tape that Ben Johns was using in his paddle, what he does to his paddle modifications. So I just kind of just bought that off Amazon using his link. All right, so now placement. Well, I'm just gonna double check and weigh this again. And see where we're at here. Okay. Okay. Now, put this on. Yeah, so it's about 8.6, right? Then with the edge guard, it's going to be roughly 8.9. I'm going to guess 9 by the time we're done. And it's going to feel heavy. I can almost guarantee it's going to feel heavy. I mean, that Electrum paddle that I just showed is a little bit too heavy, actually, and I think it's at about 9.5, so we'll see. All right. I'm going to go with, yeah. So I want to start this lead tape right about here. I'm going to use this as a reference, like the bottom of this lettering here, and then start there so that it's symmetrical on both sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'll peel this adhesive here. Okay. Try to be careful with that. So, trying to copy this. Go here. Yeah, I kind of want to go here. So to avoid contact with the lead tape, I'm just going to use the adhesive backing here as a way to press down this lead tape so I minimize how much I'm touching this lead tape. So go ahead and do that. Just want to line it up. Line that up like that. Sweet. Do the other side. It's funny how like you hear like sirens and stuff like that. I have a feeling like this is just a theory or a guess that the route that people emergency route is like through my street. Like that's my best guess because I hear a lot of sirens. So I'm gonna guess their route tends to go through my, or like maybe, you know, maybe I live near a police station or a fire station I'm just like not aware of. So that looks pretty, to the best of my knowledge, that looks pretty straight. So I'm just gonna trust that. I'm gonna use this backing here, push this lead tape down, and then go and do that. Okay. And make sure this is straight. Cool. So that looks pretty straight. It's looking good. I'm feeling good about this so far. All right, that looks pretty darn symmetrical to me. And then this top area. I'm just gonna do this top area. And I'm hoping that the pros do it this top head here just to open up the sweet spot. That's my best guess. Now, I noticed that how I play, I tend to hit on the high side of sweet spot, which is like up here. Like, sweet spot is usually not dead center. It's usually like up here a little bit. But I've also noticed that like when I really reach for the ball, I tend to hit it here too. So it would be nice to open up the sweet spot up here if this is what it actually is doing. All right. So now, my best guess, I'm gonna go try to center this. You know what? I'm just gonna measure this just to give me an extra reference on how to center this. So if it's roughly about 5 inches, right at this top here. So that would make the center, what, 2.5? Yeah, 2.5. So I would want to put this at the half mark, which is kind of what it is already at. All right, I think I'm already good. I might shift it a little bit over here towards the 2. That's looking pretty good. Yeah. You shift it a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. That looks pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna use this adhesive to push it down. Okay. And then, yeah. Nice. So, here we go. All right, we got the tape now. Now it's time for the edge guard. All right, so there's ProLite edge guard armor. All this stuff I get on Amazon. But I'm sure you can find it at other like tennis stores or websites as well. So what I like to do is, just to get this as symmetrical as possible, I'm just gonna peel this backing here, like so. I think I might have peeled too much. All right, here we go. Here we go, nice. Okay, cool. So first, I like to just take off that adhesive backing just a little bit at a time. And I just wanna make sure I can get this straight. So what I love to do is just like start here first and then look from behind, and it's kind of like between the eyes kind of thing. And this is my way of putting this on as symmetrical as possible. Okay. So I'm just kind of looking between the eyes here, just lining it up as symmetrical as possible. Okay. All right. So got that part done. And this is just so that the lead tape isn't exposed, and it keeps it from scratching whenever the paddle hits the ground or scratches the ground. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel off some more adhesive backing. Get that done first before I move on to the next session, and just to keep it as symmetrical as possible. So now I'm just like kind of having the edge of the paddle between my eyes, and I could look at each side of the tape. All right, okay. pull off some more adhesive backing, cut that off, and then here we go. All right, let's kind of line that up some more. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this edge stuff. It's kind of gonna wrinkle a little bit because this paddle is a little thinner than what I prefer. I like anything that's like 16 millimeter is the common thickness of a lot of paddles, and that's also I prefer a thicker paddle for more control and touch because I'm more of a soft game kind of person. Reason being is because I suffer from tennis elbow or pickleball elbow or whatever you want to call it. So I've really developed my soft game. So let's see here. All right. Okay. So this is, it's gonna wrinkle, but I'm gonna try my best to keep it as smooth as possible. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the rest of this backing here and then finish off this tape. Okay, now I'm just gonna smooth this off, this excess. My best guess is right there. Okay, so there you have it. All right, it's a little short, a couple millimeters shorter than I wanted, but we'll just start this way. And what I'm going to do is just kind of press this down. I'm just going to double check how my recording is doing real quick. I kind of don't want to. All right, let's just elevate this. All right. All right, great. I'm still recording. Okay. So, just gonna kind of push this down a little bit so that it kind of like get all this kind of just like creases around the lead tape. Then I'll do the I'll come back and do the edges. So I'm just gonna push this lead tape down. And okay. I'm just gonna go all around the edge here. The crease, lead tape up top. Okay. So I just wanna get this in there first. Then I'll deal with the edges after I've kind of put the tape around the creases of pull this up here a little bit, pull it, yeah. So this is a little shorter than I wanted, so I'm just going to stretch this out a little bit, if possible. Just to kind of give it some more smoothness. Okay, great. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm just going to do my best to just try to smooth this out over the paddle edge here. I'm going to get some creasing over this side part or corner part. It's okay. Just do my best to just keep it smooth as possible as I push down here. There you go. So that's good. So here comes that corner again. I'm just going to try to make it as smooth as possible. Okay. Just kind of guide the tape and the slack. Just kind of stretch it out and smooth it down wherever I can. And I'm almost done here. All right, both sides look pretty good. Okay. I don't know if this actually makes a difference or not, but I kind of like having this like little edge guard here. In my mind, the ball's gonna slide and then it's gonna hit this edge and then it's gonna add some extra spin to it, but I don't think that's actually the reality. That's just in my head. That I wish it kind of balls like slide and then hit this edge and gets that extra spin. I'm pretty sure it just kind of flies off the wherever the contact point is. All right. Okay, so we're kind of done here. Yeah, we're done here. So I'm just gonna weigh this again, double check how much it weighs in total. All right. Zero. All right. My finger was touching the scale. I'm worried that it's affecting the scale accuracy, so I'm just gonna reset it. All right, let's weigh this. 8.7. 8.7. I mean, it feels heavy already. Okay. 8.8. 8.7. So 8.7, we finished this at 8.7. If it turns out to be too light, then I might just put some like plastic like molding and just kind of like pour some plastic molding in the honeycomb handle here just to add some more weight. Or I can add more lead tape to the side here for more stability when you hit the ball. So there you have it. HUDEF HD 4.3 pickleball paddle, modified by me, Brian Trump. All right, there you go. Weighing in at 8.7 ounces. Thank you very much for watching.